about 7:30 in the morning. I am about to go get my makeup done because I have a photo shoot for a Toronto designer. I walked for her back in November, December, something like that. And what I really love about my agency when they put together these gigs is they send me to a makeup artist here in Barrie so that I don't have to bounce around the city. It's just get my makeup done here and then go straight down. And I've worked with Sonia. This will be my third time. She is one of my favorite makeup artists that I have ever worked with. So the next time you see me, I will be all glammed. You ready? Ta-da! So it is dramatic. We got a really dark, smoky eye, heavy contour, but that was the prompt, and Sonia smashed it as always. So now I'm gonna head home, have some breakfast, do some client check-ins looking like this, and then head down to Toronto for the shoot. Every time I drive downtown Toronto, I am reminded why I chose to move an hour and a half north. I love the country. City traffic is so bad. Oh, but it's only once in a while, and this is so worth it. Just wrapped up about 2 hours of shooting. I was about 20 minutes late. Oh, thank you, Toronto traffic. I hate being late. So as soon as I got there, didn't really have a chance to film much behind the scenes stuff. It was like, here's your dress, put it on, get in front of the camera. Did 2 different outfit changes. So I had this beautiful pink fairy godmother princess dress on, and then the other one was this like sleek black metallic leggings that had heels attached to them with this like sequin top, and it was a really good time. So Kelly, the fashion curator, is a sweetheart. I love her. And then I ended up shooting with one of the other models who turns out to also be a WBFF Pro in Toronto. So I have a new friend to connect with on social. Shout out to Kat if you are watching this. And now it is time to eat some meals on this hour and a bit drive north and hit the gym to train legs looking like this. I'm gonna sweat all of this off. I changed my mind, took my makeup off before going out to start the workout. First of all, because the fake eyelashes on the drive home, I was like, I just want to peel these off. And the look without fake eyelashes looks really different than with eyelashes. And then as I walked into the gym, the number of people that were like, and I want to be able to focus on my workout, not what are people thinking of me working out in a full face of makeup. So we're gonna have a better workout, just showing up as my true self. It's nice to get glammed up, but this is me. Halfway through leg day yesterday, my phone died, so I chose to come back today just to do stairs, and I am a nice sweaty mess. It only took 25 minutes because today was just cardio, so I put all of my energy into the intensity of maintaining my heart rate in like the 160s the entire time, and this is the result. Nice and drippy. Taking the pups for a neighborhood walk before my partner and I leave tonight. We are going to a house party, and it has been 6 months or so since I have gone to a function like this, and there's going to be donuts and cake and chips and alcohol and all of that stuff, but I am going for the social aspect. I'm bringing a tub of turkey essentially, and that's the only thing that I'm going to be eating while I'm there. I'm not going to have any of the food, and speaking that into existence now. Just wrapped up an osteo appointment. Nancy is great, super relaxed, coming out every single time that I see her. Going into this, I was actually having trouble taking a deep breath. That's because all of the muscles, my pecs, my diaphragm, the intercostals, the serratus, the rhomboids, the traps, the left scap, all of that stuff was really tight. So she gently over the hour applied different pressures and had me like flex feet, point feet, turn head, turn knees in specific directions. And like I can genuinely take a deeper breath and get more oxygen into my lungs. So something that I always appreciate coming out. As you can see, I have like lines on my forehead from laying on the table. And speaking of forehead lines, we are going from here to 413 Medical Aesthetics to get some Botox touch-ups so that I get it now, and then I get it about 2 weeks before I leave for Vegas. So timing them appropriately. Botox done, just a couple little red marks from the injection sites. I also got my tires changed over because I still had my winter tires on at the end of May, almost beginning of June. And now it's time to do some work. I am not to sweat for the rest of the day. Otherwise, I would sweat the Botox out of my skin and then it would go into my eyes and potentially paralyze eye muscles, which we obviously don't want. Just wrapped up the final quad day. That thing was fucking brutal. But it is done, and next week I get a new quad day, so we'll see how brutal it is compared to this one. 35 minutes on the Stairmaster today. You can't see that I am a sweaty mess because it's all the same color. That's how much I sweat today. Yeah, overall, good training session. My legs are tired, but in the best way. Friday morning, and we are taking the Fluffs for a walk. It is a lot warmer. It's probably the hottest day that it's been in a couple of weeks after we had that like 30-degree heat wave back in April. So the walk is going to be shorter today because these guys have permanent winter fur coats on, and if I'm warm, they are very, very likely warm. I did bring some water with me so that we can stop for water breaks, and whenever I stop, I get attacked by mosquitoes, but as long as we keep moving, it's okay. If you have not hydrated while you were watching this video, when was the last time you drank some water? Go drink some water. Trained earlier this evening, and on the drive home, the sun was setting, and I was just doing this reflection that like the past 2 days of training and just life in general have felt so good. It's been a struggle. Like the past 7 weeks post-show have been a really hard mental fight of like, do I actually want to compete? I don't even know if I want to put in the work. This shit feels hard, but I kept showing up. Each week I do some education with a neuropsychologist named Michelle Beatty, and she is phenomenal. Shout out to Michelle. She's probably not watching this. She's too busy for that. But one of the things that she brought to my attention in the past couple of days is that I am addicted to adrenaline, and my nervous system loves adrenaline. I mean, I was a competitive trampoline gymnast that like whipped my body through the air for 12 years of my life. And then like roller coasters, bungee jumping, you name it, I'm an adrenaline junkie. And with the post-show crash where my nervous system in the prep towards Florida was so high and I had a ton of adrenaline and I was pushing towards something, that recovery phase was really hard for me. And one of the ways that my body tries to seek out more adrenaline is through food. And I was like, that makes sense. And then you add on the like that one binge that I had 2 weeks ago where I was like hiding the wrappers and stuff, that gave me an adrenaline rush because it was bad. So there's a lot of things that have been connected in my mind. So remember, if you are going through a hard time, if you don't feel like yourself, if you feel in a low, they are temporary. And the only way out of them is through. So keep showing up for yourself as best as you can. Be compassionate with yourself through it, but also be firm and devoted to the process of fueling yourself well, moving your body, stress management tools, breath work, sunlight, because I kept up with that stuff as best as I could. Was I perfect? Fuck no, but I was consistent. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again.